Hi, welcome back to Layden's Hollow. Today is today that I'm going to try out my chainsaw mill. I haven't tried it yet, so I thought I'd take you guys along for the first attempt. This is the chainsaw mill all put together. Chainsaws on it. That's, I guess, the most important one. Tool that we need for today. Here's my you need another chainsaw because I got to cut the tree to the length that I need, and I actually have to take a couple of the chunks of wood that came off the same tree and cut a V-notch in them, so I got something to set my log on. You need a drill bit, a driver, 2 support brackets for the end of the logs. Those, I'll show you guys what I mean when I say the support brackets. To level. Now the main reason I use a level, or I'm going to use a level, is so that when I set my brackets up on each end of the log, I don't twist it. Like I have one like doing this on one end and one on the other end doing this. Now this is an exaggeration, but I kind of want them to be the exact same. I don't want twisted boards. And my ladder. This is a ladder that I'm going to use for my rails. So I'm going to go now and I'm going to get the trees and stuff all caught up and get things ready, and then I'll take you guys along so you can check it and see exactly what I'm doing. So I got the log cut. I did manage to get it up on the V-cut stumps, the chunks of wood. This wasn't exactly what you would call easy to do. This log probably weighed about 400 pounds. It's green and heavy. But yeah, okay, so what happened is I decided not to use the level because it wasn't necessary. Because where I'm using a ladder, it's flat anyway. So as long as I put my brackets on the ends and screw them on the ends so that the ladder sits flat on this end and sits flat on the other end, then that means it's not going to be twisted. So the level wasn't a necessary thing. So that's good. That's one less step that I have to do. So now what I'm actually going to do is screw the ladder down. Now I've got to flip this ladder over. That was the first time for me too. I've never done this before. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I can see on this end I have a little bit of a gap, so what I actually have to do now to make sure that it stays flat is take that screw out on this side, on the wooden brackets that I screwed on the end of the log. There we go. That's got it. It's a pretty cold day out here today, so not sure how long the camera's going to last. Wow. Because the ladder's pretty thick aluminum, so it's not that easy to put a screw through. Okay. This is nice and solid. Now when I say solid, I don't mean the junks underneath are solid, but the ladder's solid and it's sitting nice and flat on the log. Everything seems to be working okay. Now the one thing that I haven't done yet was to try and adjust this thing. I don't know how difficult it's going to be. Oh! The only problem when you're in the woods like this, there's always lots of stuff in the way. So, I figured the best way for me to adjust it, and of course I came all the way out here and didn't bring my wrench. Ah! So I just finished the first cut, so let's get the ladder off, change the bit. I'm really curious to see how straight that cut went. I definitely do have to get a rip chain, and I do need to get a blade or a bar for my other chainsaw. Yeah, this chainsaw really doesn't have enough time. But we're going to see what we got. So let's take this off. That actually worked out quite well. I was impressed on how well the ladder actually worked. Look at this. Nice. Nice and flat. Wow. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I must say I'm really impressed. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. So, the old chainsaw still kind of I gotta redo this thing. I gotta put it all back together so that it actually works properly. Because right now it's partly it's because of the type of chainsaw I have there. Right now it's not because I have to keep it so close to the machine. I can't adjust it because of the machine or the chainsaw itself, because I don't have a long enough bar. Like if I had the chainsaw bar long enough, I could keep my machine away from the edge of the being so tight to the chainsaw, and then that would give me an opportunity to adjust to whatever I needed. If I did that like that, that would give me a 1/4 inch. So I'm trying to figure out how the best way to measure this, because they didn't really give you a way to measure it other than adjusting it by their measurements. And their measurements, I don't know about that. I know how I'm going to do it. Don't. I'm just letting the video camera run so that you guys can actually see the but this is me struggling for the first time. It's not like I had someone to show me how to do this. I've never even seen it done before, except watching it on a YouTube video. I tried that, but no one really showed you the struggles of adjusting these things, like to get the thickness that you need to cut after you do your first cut. So I figured I'd do one to show people just how much of a struggle it is to adjust these things. And I mean, I might be struggling unnecessarily because I don't know what I'm doing right yet, because this is my first time, and it'll take a little bit of time to figure out all the nuances and the best way to do this. Okay. Now the reason I use the level that way, because the level is an inch in width. But now my biggest concern when I was doing this, now this is a chainsaw mill. This is not like using a bandsaw mill. It's going to be a rough cut, which is perfectly fine for me. It's just for, well, these boards that I'm doing today are just going to be for shelving. That's it. That's all they're for. But now, the trick is how do you start your second one around? Well, I guess you can just kind of hold this one right there, right in place, and do that. So let's see how this is going to go. A little bit of extra oil. My first board ever with a chainsaw mill. This is the first time I've ever cut one. I haven't even looked yet to see how straight it is or how it looks. We'll get to see together. Looks good from looking at the top. Let's have a look-see. Wow. That is impressive. Very impressive. A 1-inch board done with a chainsaw. Absolutely perfect. Now once I get my my rip chain and the bar for my other chainsaw, it would be a lot easier. This one just does not have the power, but it did for what I needed it to do today. Because with this chainsaw and not having a rip chainsaw or chain on it, is that I got to go back and forth so that it's not cut into full width of the board at once. And when you do that, you get marks in your board. You can actually see where you were moving the chainsaw back and forth. But I don't mind those marks. It just gives a character. It's not like it's finished material. It's just building material. And I'm really impressed. Watching. What I'll do is I'll do another video once I get the new bar for my bigger chainsaw and a rip chain, and we can compare and see just how much better it would be using a stronger chainsaw. Yeah, I got 4 boards cut, and I must say I'm really impressed. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it. Maybe you've seen my mistakes, and you won't have to make them when you decide to use an Alaskan chainsaw mill. So yeah, if you got anything out of the video, maybe consider subscribing, hit that like button, leave a comment. and hit that thumbs up. And thanks for watching.